what's your relationship with the USPA and the safety, the scrutiny, and all that? Do you feel like it's too much on top of you guys?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's the thing about skydivers, surfers, climbers. We all have our own lifestyles. Everything. We even have our own language and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Most of us get into those things because we don't want people telling us what to do and this and that. The problem with skydiving, more so than I think anything else, is that if something goes wrong, any little thing, the scrutiny of it is ridiculous. I mean, it goes skyrocketing through the news, through the social media. I mean, any little thing that happens, like the young lady that was 16 that was up in Oklahoma. Her father wanted her to get a skydive for her 16th birthday. Well, in Texas, you have to be 18 because your parents can't sign a release for you to do something like that. So they went up to Oklahoma. She had not even a malfunction. I mean, this was something so basic. She actually did a static line jump, which wasn't even a free fall skydive. But the news played it out as she was plummeting to the earth and all these horrible things, and she passed out and this and that. Apparently she had like a toggle fire, which is our steering lines, and all she had to do to correct it was pull the other one. It would stop her from turning. Well, she was in a slow turn. She hit the ground. I think she fractured her leg and had a small fracture in one of her vertebrae. But again, they made it out as if she shattered every bone in her body, and she may be a vegetable the rest of her life. And then within hours, she's doing a news cast from the hospital and up in Oklahoma. And then it turned into this massive lawsuit that the father sued the drop zone saying, well, you shouldn't have allowed me to let her do it. So, then it turns into this most ridiculous things. And that's kind of the problem we have with that. It's like if some little thing happens, people are like, oh, you can die skydiving. Well, man, like something like 15, 20 people die a day in the Metroplex in cars. And we have the numbers to show. I think last year alone, there was 12 deaths skydiving in the United States in 12 months. And we have, of active licensed skydivers, I think there's somewhere around 30 or 40,000 in the United States. And we do somewhere near 3 million skydives a year. And to have 11 deaths, which they're all unfortunate, is not that bad. I mean, for an activity. I mean, like I said, you go down in your car, you're more at risk just driving someplace than going to jump. I mean, we are pretty high up on our safety standards. So going back to the question about the USPA, they do have oversight over us. We elect our own officials into it, and then they deal directly with the FAA, and that kind of keeps an intermediary. That way we don't just have people in the federal government jumping into our stuff because we have all the other issues with social media problems or something like that, with something small. I personally don't have a problem with it. There are some people that do, but I mean, you can't make everybody happy. So